Did you call bank? I called game.
What's up, Pack Nation? It is Pack Gaming here, and the regular season is over. It is finished. Now we are in playoff mode. Today is the second day of the playoffs, or starting the playoffs. We're in the first round. And I just watched the Celtics-Bucks game. That game was awesome, and now Cleveland is getting destroyed by the Pacers, but I bet Cleveland still wins. I'm calling it. But here we are at the end of the season. And a little trick is if you play My League and you press Start Today, the season's already over, so it's already simulated everything, and so it predicts who won every single award in NBA 2K18 or in the NBA. So Coach of the Year, MVP, all that stuff, it is already predicted who's going to win, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. Is I want to talk about who 2K has predicted is going to win every award in the NBA. Also guys, before this video starts, help me get to 60,000 subscribers. Press that red button and join the Pack Nation. We're going to start off with Coach of the Year, and according to 2K, it's going to be Mike D'Antoni again. So back-to-back years, Coach of the Year. He is coach of the Rockets. He has the best record in the NBA, and it makes sense why you would give him this award. You beat the Warriors, who are arguably the most talented team in the league. You're coaching the most valuable player in the NBA, probably. I get it. They're a good team. They really are. They not only were a good team last season, but they stepped it up from last season, making you a legit coach. Now, there's some arguments to say who else deserves it. Obviously, you could say Steve Kerr every season, or you can say Coach Pop because it's Coach Pop. However, you could also say it could be Dwayne Casey because he coached the Raptors to the #1 team in the East. You could say it's Brad Stevens because he did it without Gordon Hayward. So there's arguments to everywhere, but I do think Mike D'Antoni is the right pick. Next is the most valuable player in the NBA, the MVP, and according to 2K, it's going to be Rockets' James Harden. It has been my pick for a little while now, and I completely agree. It is James Harden this season. Best scorer in the league right now, gets a lot of assists, and led the best team in the NBA record-wise to the #1 seed. Now I do get the other reasons. Russell Westbrook put up the exact same numbers as last season, and he won MVP last season. Obviously, Kevin Durant and LeBron James are still both amazing players, so there's arguments for some players, and then you can say Anthony Davis has been balling out ever since DeMarcus Cousins got injured. Giannis is great too. So there's arguments for a lot of different players. However, at the end of the day, if you had to pick someone, I really do believe it is James Harden, because not only stats wise but talent wise, and has led his team to that #1 seed. So 2K, I think you're right. Next is Rookie of the Year. Now there's only two real options for Rookie of the Year in most people's eyes, in my opinion. It is either Ben Simmons or Donovan Mitchell. I see arguments for both. Some people think Ben Simmons isn't even a rookie. Other people think that Ben Simmons is easily the best rookie in the NBA and probably is the next LeBron James or best GOAT of the NBA. I see both. After watching Ben Simmons play in that first game in the first round, he is good, man, and he did that without Joel Embiid, and he led the Sixers to a good seeding in the playoffs without Joel Embiid for some of the season. So I see the arguments why Ben Simmons, and he gets triple doubles as a rookie. However, Donovan Mitchell brought the Jazz from like the 11th or 10th seed to a playoff contention, like out of nowhere, and balled out, and is playing like he's not even a rookie. So I get both sides, but I personally believe it is Ben Simmons also, but it's close. Sixth Man of the Year, it is Lou Williams. I'm agreeing with 2K too much right now, man. Lou Williams, Sixth Man of the Year. He's done it before. He did it back with the Raptors in 2014, 2015, and now he's doing it for the Clippers, even though they didn't make the playoffs. And I think he's the only guy in like all of these that didn't make the playoffs. Still, Lou Williams put up crazy numbers this season. I see the point. I don't see a clear-cut other sixth man that I could be like, yeah, easily. But I'm sure that a lot of you have your opinions. So in the comments, that's probably my question. Do you think the Sixth Man of the Year should be Lou Williams? Leave it in the comments below. Because he did start sometimes this season. That's why I think it's kind of eh. But I see the reason why Lou Williams would be Sixth Man. Next, for Defensive Player, I actually disagree, but they say it's Andre Drummond. Okay, Andre Drummond is great. He is a good defender, I agree. And easily gets the most rebounds in the NBA. 16. No one has gotten that many rebounds per game in NBA history since Dennis Rodman. That's a pretty important thing to do. But rebounds aren't just defensively, they're also part of offense. And he does get good stops, but I think honestly, it's, in my opinion, Joel Embiid is a better defender. I know that's like debatable, but I just genuinely believe Joel Embiid's a baller. He also gets good rebounds. He gets stops. I think he has the #1 opponent field goal percentage in the NBA, or #2. I'm not sure. That's an important number. That to me is one of the most important defensive stats. And if people are scoring on you, or like if people can't score on you, that means you're a great defender. And Joel Embiid is that. Andre Drummond isn't as good as Joel Embiid defensively, in my opinion. And finally, one I 100% disagree with, it is most improved player according to 2K, Brandon Ingram. I know Lakers fans maybe are like, he's been better. That's fair. I agree he has been better. But it's easily Victor Oladipo. As a Knicks fan, Porzingis obviously did good this season too and increased, but not only did he get injured, but he didn't take the Knicks to the playoffs. Same with Brandon Ingram, but Victor Oladipo was able to bring a hopeless Pacers after losing Paul George to the playoffs in a good seeding and is balling out against LeBron James right now. It is Victor Oladipo, without a doubt in my mind. From going, he wasn't even that great with OKC, and now is with the Pacers easily the best player. I think that's a big deal. But what do you guys think about every single one of these? Leave it in the comments below. Do you agree with 2K or not? If you like my channel, please give my channel a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.
Did you call bank?